right, so we just made it over to C&E. We're gonna do some shoulders. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is for today. I'm not feeling like super strong just yet, so we'll see how the warm-ups feel. Of course, you know, if I am feeling strong, you know the deal, we're gonna add some weight. But the plan, with that being said, is to do a little bit more medium weight, so obviously challenging ourselves, but do a lot more of like some supersets, some drop sets, some pyramids, playing around with that. But again, we'll just see how it goes for the warm-ups. Sometimes with these like evening workouts, I feel a little tired throughout the day, but once I get into it, I'm like, oh my God, let's go full steam. So, let's crush it. You guys ever get into the gym and you're like, I don't know if that 3/4 scoop pre-workout was enough, so you end up dry scooping just a little extra at 8:15 p.m. These are the decisions where it's like, it's probably not smart, but listen, we're already here. Cheers. For the record, I know dry scooping is not the way to go. I get it, but I don't know, sue me. All right, let's crush it. All right, so you'll see me do this a lot, mainly because I have a torn labrum in my right shoulder, but always for my upper body, I do some external rotation, super basic. Sometimes I'll just lose count and just do however many I feel, but the point there is you guys gotta keep warming up and make sure you're actually getting into your exercises the right way before just jumping right into your first working sets. Especially the more weight that you're lifting, the more you need to warm up and get those joints moving. So we're gonna go through a couple of these kind of band rotations here and then hop into a machine shoulder press to start. And I'll walk you guys through that when we get over there. But time to get warm. All right, so I mentioned that we're gonna start over here with a machine shoulder press, unilateral, so it does work individually. It's kind of an important thing. Always, if you can, have an individual. There's a time and place for, a stable single bar. But anyways, point is, to start over here with the machines, especially for me, because I wanna try to start with something I can go comfortably very heavy with. Most people may want to start with like the dumbbells, the free weights, use the most like unstable kind of compound lift first, which is a great way to go. But for me and my kind of personal preference, something like this, I'm able to go a lot heavier than I may feel comfortable with some dumbbells. So I can work a little bit more of that, overload idea before I work, the stability stuff. Again, especially because I have a funky shoulder. I'll definitely go relatively heavy here in a sec for the dumbbell shoulder press. But again, starting over here with the machines, a little more stable, can get a little bit more weight out of it. So actually, as I'm going through these little warm-ups, a little tip for you guys, you'll kind of see why this is really important in a second. But 25 pounds is not that heavy for me. So as a warm-up, I could probably even start with something heavier. But I know for future, I'm gonna do a little bit of a drop set at the end. So I'm choosing the weights that are gonna be super helpful for when I do the drop set, that each drop is more consistent. Again, you'll kind of see this in action in a second, but that's why, again, with your exercise choices and your warm-ups, kind of plan for what the game plan is for the rest of either that set or that exercise. And yeah, you kind of set yourself up for success without having to like rechange everything once you finally get to that drop set. So let's keep adding weight. Okay, so I was kind of just talking about setting yourself up for those drop sets, and this is kind of what I mean, is I'll probably add one more plate on after this as I keep warming up, but I'm gonna do a kind of multi-tiered drop set. So if I was just doing, like, again, basically two of these is 50 pounds, 45-pound plate. If I was just doing 45s, it would be like weird drops, because I might have like a 25 to pull off, and then a 45, and then like another 45, or like weird increments like that. But if it's set up like this, each drop you're gonna feel a consistent drop in weight, so you can manage your drop sets a lot easier. So choose the weights that'll help you out for that drop set, so each drop is more consistent versus like a 10, then a 25, then like a 45, something random like that.
you guys just saw in that last little bit there that we did a killer drop set, multi-tier there. So feeling a little fatigued already, but now we're gonna come over and do some regular just dumbbell shoulder press. It's gonna be a little bit lighter than I might normally go if I was starting, because again, kind of fatigued myself over there. But the goal is around 12 really nice, smooth, controlled reps for something like 3 sets. We'll kind of see how we feel. I'm choosing to start with some 60s, but again, we'll just see how that feels in my first set. Let's get it. All right, so this is one of my favorite lateral delt exercise, side delt exercises, which is a run the rack. It's basically just your standard lat raise. However, you're gonna start with something that's like pretty heavy, where you're kind of cheating a little bit for like 8 reps, and pretty much every increment all the way down. So let's see what weight I kind of get up to, but the whole point is just fast pace, as many reps as you can do, starting with something really heavy, but again, you're cheating through a little bit, and then just crushing it in solid form after that. So this will be a long set. We'll take you through the whole thing, so let's get it. All right, so we're almost done. It's been a pretty quick one, but tons of like drop and continuing sets. Anyways, we're gonna finish out with some face pulls. Classic. I use the most like flimsy rope I can get, just so I have a lot of like flexibility and freedom with that motion. So I guess a little pro tip for you guys as well. But this one, pretty, again, kind of on that like medium, like 15 to 20 rep range. Some more controlled reps, just trying to get those elbows nice, high and wide, and just working on those rear delts, not pinching through the shoulder blades. So let's see how it feels. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that workout as much as I did. My shoulders are on fire. I can barely lift up my arm. So we're gonna finish out with a little bit of some cardio, but that's the boring stuff. You guys don't have to stick around for that. However, do stick around, because after this video wraps up, we're actually gonna head out to an all-you-can-eat sushi. So be sure to check out that video over in one of these corners that I have popped up now. But again, we're gonna finish up with a little bit of some cardio and then go get some food. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any other workouts that you guys might wanna see, or if you want a more in-depth like exercise guide for either the shoulder press or anything else, again, let me know. Comment down, and we'll see you at sushi next.